is nothing going to stop me from having peace in my life anymore. I have spent 49 years of my life just being a hot mess because I gave everything to everyone else that I had nothing left for myself. And I wonder why I was so depressed, why I felt so alone. It's because I was doing these things that did not benefit me. The crazy thing about it is that when you're doing it, you don't realize you're doing it. The only way you can truly realize you're doing something is if you take a moment to really look at yourself, be self-aware, and ask yourself, why is my life the way it is? And that's what I had to do. For the last 4 years of my life, I was stuck. I could not get out of the rut that I was in, no matter what I would do. I mean, I could try things, I'd be consistent with things for a little bit, but then I'd go back to being in that hamster wheel of just feeling lonely and just feeling just not happy. And the older you get, it's crazy because the older you get, the more it gets magnified. At least for me, that's true. And so I was just like in this rut that I couldn't get out of. What I realize now is that I don't care what it is. You just got to get up and go and do it. Just do it. If I wanted to start a business, I just started. If I wanted to get in shape, I just get in shape. You just do it. Figure it out as you go along, but just do it. For me, I'm learning that motion and action creates results. And that was something that I just was not doing. I just could not. I was such an emotional wreck. I could not do anything because I was stuck. And so starting these 30-day challenges, I knew my biggest issue was consistency. For me, it wasn't about getting in shape. It was about becoming healthier, not just from a physical standpoint, but from my mind as well, because I was just not good. Okay. So I knew that in order to do that, I had to be consistent. I didn't know how the hell I was going to do it. I just started to put myself out there. And that first 30-day challenge really kind of shaped me, just really kind of putting myself out there and doing other things. And this one challenge that I'm in right now, the one to become more emotionally independent, has been my most raw. I have been so raw with this challenge. So this is the most honest I've been with myself. It's forced me to look myself in the mirror and ask myself, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I think there's a little bit of embarrassment there because the younger me 20 years ago would think, oh, you should have your life figured out by now. But so much shit happens in your life that you are just not ready for it, that you just don't see. And when it happens, you don't know how you're going to respond to anything. You know, I have made so many strides this year. You know, I reconnected with my estranged father who I haven't seen in almost 30 years. And that has been such an amazing relationship. And that's been such a healing relationship for me. And it's weird because it's like, okay, so I took a leap of faith here. Where else can I take a leap of faith? And then that was when I was like, okay, I'm going to do this challenge. And I really realized how much I put my emotions on everyone else. If someone didn't do what I wanted them to do or say what I wanted them to do, it would fuck up my mood. And I didn't realize, see, it sounds so easy to say it now, but I didn't realize I was doing that. I had absolutely no clue. That's why it's so important to be self-aware, because then you'll realize you're doing shit you don't know that you're doing. And I feel so like I'm getting there. I feel so much more grounded that I just want to put myself out there. And one thing that I struggle with is opening myself up to other people. I love it when people do that with me, but I think the reason why, and I finally realized it, the reason why I don't feel like I open up to people is because I feel like they wouldn't be there. And I don't want to get disappointed because they're not there for me like I'm there for them. That I realized from doing this challenge. That made me feel sad because I'm like, well, why would I have someone in my life if they're not going to be there for me too? Right? If I'm there for you, you're not there for me, then why are you in my life? You know? And I said to myself, you know what? I could put them in a different bucket, a different friendship bucket. They're not they're not my friends that I go to. You have to put people in buckets, or categories or whatever you want to, do it so that you're not disappointed. And that's what was making me disappointed, because sometimes you can make people who are more like acquaintances your friend when they're not. So I think just being able to really understand the difference is so important. And so for me, I feel so much freaking lighter. I feel like now I'm in a place where peace is my number one priority. It really is. For me, peace is about having zero expectations of everyone else. Because I had so many expectations of people, and that's why I always got so disappointed. I am a work in progress. I am going to continue to keep building my life 30 days at a time and do things that scare the hell out of me. I'm finally in a place in my life where I feel like I can just do it without talking myself out of it. This feels like progress.